Morning, folks. It's Max Convexity. Hope everyone's having a great day. Doesn't look like TLT is. It's back in the middle of the valley of death with regards to TRES. Or it's not back in the middle, it's been in the middle. I think I saw it was down like 3% yesterday. TRES was, not TLT. Let's check TRES. Yeah, look at that. Wow. All right. Well, on to bigger and better stuff. All right, here's Nasdaq. Here's Nasdaq's profit box. They opened underneath it, and they've gone lower since then. I saw Coinbase was down, and some of the big, or a lot of the big Nasdaq stocks opened down this morning. Tesla being the exception. Tesla's actually up a little bit. Tesla added a call for next week. They're trading the 172.50 for next week. Let's check out Russell. This is what IWMY trades. Wow, they opened under the profit box but have since gone straight up. They're now about 3/4 of the way through the profit box. So we'd expect about a 3/4 profit there. We'll check out SPX. All right, so SPX. This red box is the daily call spread. I put it in here some days. I'll try to start doing it every day. But it's the daily call spread that SPYT sells. So they sell the call right here, the 51.45, and then they buy the 51.60. The idea is it costs more to sell the 51.45 because it's closer to the money. So let's say they get 10 for this one and have to pay 7 for the other one. They make 3 on the spread. All right, if they would have just sold it naked, they would have made 10 on the spread. But they aren't going for max yield, or they're just going for a portion of the fund. And by doing it this portion of the profit. By doing it this way, they can realize a little profit every day, hopefully enough to pay 20%. But the thing is, because of this protective option above, if the market goes up, as soon as it goes through this protective option, if it goes to 57.70, they actually own the underlying. They own shares in the SPYs. So if it actually goes up, they won't be capped anymore. They'll realize the 10-point game between 51.60 and 51.70 or 51.80, wherever it goes. So on these big up days, they'll actually get to realize some of the upside. Now, not the first 15 points, because they sold the 45 and bought the 60. So they've locked out making any money up to 60. But above 60, they can still appreciate. All right, so I'll try to start putting that one on there. It's just not that exciting because every day they take the opening price. One thing I do want to say is they went pretty far out of the money today because it looks like today's opening price was 51.29. And for them to sell the 45, they usually do it closer to the money. The other day, the opening price was right here, 51.76, and they sold the 51.80. Today, it looks like their opening was 51.30, so they went about 15 points out of the money just from the opening print. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on it. I love all these funds, but SPYT may have a good mix of being able to pay enough income and being able to capture enough upside. These ones that pay out all the income, they don't capture any upside. The more income you pay out, the less upside you capture. So the more efficient you are at gathering income, the less efficient you are at gathering net asset value or gathering price appreciation. You can either have one or the other. It's a trade-off. All right, guys, I'll be back. Well, let's see. Do I got anything else? See, to Coney, I may have updated. I watched Retire on Dividends this morning, and I caught that Tesla had a new trade for next week. I updated this. I think Coinbase is still hanging in there. The other ones are, I think Misty did not have a trade yesterday. Or no, I take that back. They did. They actually extended. They have the 1700s out till next week. I caught that on retire on dividends. So that's their profit goal for next week, is to be right around 1,700. This week they had a ladder of three different strike prices, but right now they just have one going into next week. I bet these are still open too, but these will expire today. This one will expire out of the money today. They'll probably cover it for a penny, buy it back for a penny if they haven't already. And on this one, depending on what the market does, they might make full profit on it. If they could get the market to settle around 1605, they could have a full profit. It's not very far from that right now. We shall see. I'll be back at lunch, and we'll see where we're at that time. Thank you very much. Have a great morning.